Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, your go-to place for the real stories, the hidden layers, and the moments in the entertainment world that everyone's talking about but no one's fully explaining. And today's story is exactly the kind that sparks whispers across the entire industry. Because just a few hours after Moon Ga-young wrapped up an already viral interview, reports surfaced that a major global artist agency reached out to her privately. And now, fans, insiders, and the entertainment media are all scrambling to figure out, what did she say? Why did it matter? And what exactly does this agency want from her? Before we dive into this deep, fascinating breakdown, make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're new here. We drop fresh updates, hidden stories, and detailed breakdowns every single day. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming. Now, let's get into the story. So let's start from the top. Moon Ga-young has always been one of those rare Korean actresses who can switch so effortlessly between sweet romantic characters and intense emotional depth. Her interviews usually go viral because she's authentic, witty, and unfiltered in the best way. But this recent interview? It wasn't just charming, it was strategic, intentional, and surprisingly bold. According to several studio staff members who were present, Moon Ga-young talked openly about her creative hunger. She spoke about wanting roles that challenge her, scripts that scare her, and opportunities that push her outside the usual K-drama mold. And she said something that instantly caught attention. She mentioned wanting to explore projects outside Korea, hinting at global collaboration, international films, and even stage work with foreign directors. Now, here's where things get interesting. Hours after the interview aired, an insider from the entertainment industry leaked that a famous international artist agency, one known for representing Hollywood actors and global superstar musicians, reached out to her team. But the reason they reportedly reached out? That's where the story gets even more intriguing. Let me ask you, and I really want to know your thoughts in the comments, do you think Moon Ga-young is ready for a full global breakout? Is this the moment she steps onto the world stage? Let's keep going. Sources claim the agency wasn't just impressed by her interview. They had apparently been monitoring her for months, especially after the success of her recent drama, which was trending heavily outside Asia. Her emotional range, international fanbase, and bilingual ability made her a standout candidate for a potential global push. But what fans didn't expect was this. The agency reportedly wants to bring her into a short-term creative development program, a private artistic workshop that only a few actors are invited to each year. It's not a contract. It's not a casting. It's more like a pre-recruitment opportunity that often leads to major Hollywood roles. Imagine that, Moon Ga-young on a global screen, sharing scenes with actors from all over the world, crossing the cultural barrier effortlessly. That's the vision this agency seems to have. But the question is, why now? One theory gaining traction among fans is that her interview wasn't random. They believe Moon Ga-young might have been testing the waters, expressing her global ambitions publicly to attract exactly this kind of opportunity. Another theory is that the agency acted quickly because other agencies were also watching her and they wanted to reach out first. And here's another detail that's circulating. Moon Ga-young reportedly received a private call, not just an email. A call directly from one of the agency's top representatives, someone who rarely reaches out to actors personally. That alone tells you the level of interest here. But let me ask you this, if Moon Ga-young were to take on an international project, what kind of role do you think would suit her the most? A tragic heroine? A mysterious thriller lead? A light-hearted romantic comedy? Let me know below, because your predictions are always on point. Now, some fans are questioning whether this is the right time. Moon Ga-young is in a very strong place in Korea, starring in hit dramas, receiving brand endorsements, and cementing herself as one of the most respected actresses of her generation. A move into the international market could elevate her, but it might also pull her away from the Korean content that made her loved in the first place. Industry experts, however, say this timing might actually be perfect. The global entertainment landscape is shifting, Korean actors are being cast in Western films more than ever, and platforms like Netflix, Disney, and Amazon are pushing for multicultural casts. Moon Ga-young's blend of talent, language skills, and global appeal positions her as someone who could very well become one of the next breakout stars internationally. But here's where the plot thickens. A close source shared that Moon Ga-young didn't immediately jump at the offer. In fact, she reportedly asked for time. Time to think. Time to evaluate. Time to understand what the workshop actually means for her long-term career. This shows the maturity she has. She doesn't want to rush into something just because it sounds glamorous. She wants to make sure it fits her artistic vision, her future goals, and her identity as an actress. Some think the agency may want to discuss brand representation, not just acting. Moon Ga-young has a massive influence on fashion, beauty, and lifestyle audiences. An international agency could easily position her as a global ambassador for luxury brands, high-fashion collaborations, or international campaigns. Imagine her walking in Paris Fashion Week as an officially represented global artist. Imagine her starring in an international fragrance campaign. Imagine her landing her first Western film debut. The possibilities here are huge. But of course, with big opportunities come big challenges. Leaving her comfort zone means leaving behind familiar directors, writers, and production styles. It means facing new competition, new expectations, and a new global audience. Yet those who know Moon Ga-young say she thrives exactly in these environments when she feels inspired, challenged, and creatively alive. That kind of honesty is rare in the industry. And when someone as talented as Moon Ga-young expresses that hunger publicly, big agencies listen. As we approach the closing part of this story, let me ask you one more thing to keep you thinking. If Moon Ga-young does accept the offer, what global co-star do you think she would have the best chemistry with? Someone from Hollywood? Someone from Europe? Another Asian superstar? Let me know. Your answers are always so creative. So, where does everything stand now? Officially, her team has not confirmed or denied the reports. Unofficially, insiders say conversations are happening, quietly, behind closed doors. And trust me, whatever happens next, it's going to make headlines. Thank you so much for watching today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more stories like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. It helps the channel grow, and it makes sure you never miss an update. Turn on notifications so you're always the first to know when a new story drops. And as always, stay curious, stay kind, and stay tuned because the entertainment world never sleeps, and neither do we. See you in the next one.